There it is. Hydraulic thumb. We're gonna swap out this manual thumb for a hydraulic thumb here on a CFG MX 15RX. Right, this thing's kind of heavy. That's good. You want them to be heavy duty. Oh, of course that makes it a little harder to hold on to. All right, let's get to this. We got a MX 15RX here. We're going to remove this bolt, take this one off. We're going to put that one on with the weird L bracket. Then we're going to connect the hydraulic lines. We might need some adapters for there. We're going to find out. All right, so if you guys haven't figured out, it's cold out here. It's winter. We're out in the hoop shed in the dark. Got two nice LED lights shining on me. Solar rechargeable. Need some tools. Okay, I'm back. I got two wrenches. Hopefully they're bigger than that last one. Yes. Okay, so why are we putting the thumb on? Well, obviously it's much better with the hydraulic thumb. But the real reason we're putting it on right now is because we have a prospective buyer who might buy this thing and he wants the thumb on it. So as part of the negotiations, we're going to put the hydraulic thumb on, which of course is added cost to us. But that's the sad truth about these things. Trying to sell these things, we thought we'd make a lot of money. We thought we could buy these, sell these, flip them, get another one, sell it, make some more money. Ain't happening. Some people out there decided to get them for really cheap and sell them for really cheap, and they wrecked the market. Now we're pretty much going to be selling this thing for what we got it for, or maybe even less, just to get rid of it, to free up the cash so we can get into something else to try and make that money. We need to get some lighting out here. Right now we just got these two little LED lights. They work great. But I bet you guys can see a whole bunch of shadows as I'm doing this. The magic about YouTube is I can cut out all this stuff where I'm fumbling with these wrenches and you guys don't need to see it. Oh. There we go. Make it look like I'm an expert. Okay, we got a mallet to help pound these out here. You guys may or may not have heard some dings while I was recording. Might have been when I stopped recording. It's actually somebody else interested in whether this is still available or not. So if the first buyer doesn't come through, sounds like we might have another person interested. Well, you know how that goes though. That's no guarantee. People say they're interested and then they never follow through. But this person actually did reply. I said, it is still available, but I've got somebody else that I'm in talks with. I'll let you know if it doesn't go through. And within 10 seconds, he replied back and said, sounds good. So it's a real person, not just one of those people that clicks the button. Is this available? All right, where'd my gloves go? I'm out here doing this in the cold and I took my gloves off. There they are. Okay. So now, that second person, if the first guy falls through, you know who you are. If the first guy falls through, and that's fine. If you don't want it, you don't want it. Make up the choice that's going to work for you. We might take this back off because I was thinking we'll put this on and then we'll add it to the listing and that'll make it more appealing. But if I've got somebody reaching out, and sorry if the second guy, if you end up buying it and then seeing this video later, that's the way it goes, man. Hey, we gotta make some kind of profit at this rate where we're putting this on here. We're not making any profits. basically at that point, we're just getting our money back out so we can invest in something else. Talking about investing in something else, we tried to buy a mini skid steer tonight at an auction. We let it go because it went higher than we wanted, because we know that nowadays you gotta be at such a low price. And if you can't get it at a super low price, it ain't worth buying. Because you're gonna take that risk. You're putting the risk out there of going to the auction. It might never work. It might be a broken machine. And so if you're going there, spending the money, you gotta at least be able to get some kind of profit out of it. Otherwise, there's no reason to do it. There we go. There's the manual thumb. It's pretty simple. Let's go ahead and set this down somewhere. This thing's heavier than that first one. All right, let me get the pins out first. Oh yeah. So on this one, you have to undo these two bolts here. Actually, just one of them, because we're going to keep that one in. We undo this bolt. That takes this pin out. And then up on this end, at least those are normal. It's probably the missing one. Alright, obviously impact would have worked better for this, but we're sitting out here in the hoop shed at night. There we go. Now I don't want to go searching for all kinds of tools when this worked just fine. That was a 12 millimeter. Okay, now we got to get that out of there. We had to take this off. They had pre-mounted it with it in the wrong spot. What we're going to do is we're going to put this right here. Hopefully. We better go there. We ain't going in. Oh. It's so dark. There's like welds in the way there.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. If we don't get to that, then you know what happened. Okay, let's lift up the heavy part. Okay. This is gonna go like so. It's gonna fit in here. Be on this side. So you're not just staring at my back. All right, got a big pin. Now, I'm going to lift it and try to fit it over that bottom part. I hope it fits. Oh, can't.
Oh,
doesn't fit.
no. Oh.
Well, that's too bad.
Oh.
Am I missing something? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think that's going to fit. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, that's too bad, ain't it? There is no way we're prying that out enough to get it to fit. There we go. So if you can see the size of that spacer would fit on there, from there to there, but because this goes out, it will not fit. See those right there? Yep, that's a problem. And then see up in here, we were hitting against these two ridges right there. Bracket, we want to put it in here, but it's hitting those two ridges. And so it doesn't recess as far back. We're close, but it ain't going on. That's the brand we got. LRANCH or IRANCH, can't tell. Hydraulic thumb clamp, IRETC, 13 kg. It's got some measurements. That does not fit on a MX-15RX. So that's disappointing. You can see right here, those holes, they are not going to line up because they hit the back there. Obviously, we could make it work if this was the one that we had and we want it to work. We could cut these. Cut the black part about whatever that is, 3/4 of an inch shorter on each side. We could grind those welds so it'd seat further in there. But we are not going to do that because this isn't the machine that we're going to keep. We're not going to start making modifications to the thumb and the machine. Basically what it is that thumb's going to have to be sold separately, or we're just going to have to take loss on buying a thumb that doesn't fit, that we can never sell, can never put on something. It's close. It's very close. It fits on some mini excavator. Not this one though, not without modifications. So what that means is we're going to have to go back to the potential buyer and tell them we can't get the thumb on. Check your measurements. They're not all the same. Get out to your machine, measure what you currently have, go online, find one that gives all the measurements, measure before you buy. Another thing that people say is these connectors don't always fit up to here. You have to buy an adapter, so be aware of that. I think on here, they talk about these being 16 millimeter, I think. And usually these hydraulic thumbs come with 14s, so you need a 16 to 14 adapter. Be prepared for that. They're not that expensive. $12 on Amazon, but you gotta wait 2 days. So if you thought you're gonna put it on and go, and you found out you need adapters, you might have to wait 2 days, or run all the way into town and buy some for $30. We did eyeball the size of this connector next to the existing one. It does look 2 millimeters smaller. So I would say you should definitely be prepared to buy an adapter. A hydraulic line adapter. Okay, we're going to put the original back on. Okay, there it is. That's disappointing, because this one's not nearly as fancy as that last one. Not even close. At least it goes on quick. There it is. Okay. That was a failure. More ways than one. Well, maybe just one way. But it doesn't fit, and we're going to lose money because it doesn't fit. So if you guys save money because we lost money and you learn from us, comment down below and say thank you. Thank you for telling us not to be idiots and buy stuff without measuring. No, actually we got that at an auction too. It was separate than this. It wasn't stated to actually fit this. So when you're buying things at an auction, the descriptions are very vague. There's basically no description on it. Trying to search online, you can't find much about them. So we could find that the pin size matched. We found that, but that was it. Apparently, not all the dimensions will fit this. We got that for sale. Anybody want to buy it? Give you a discount, $100. $100 for a IR Lanch hydraulic thumb, if that's the words on it. It's a discount. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll let you know if we sell this thing. Well, actually, we may not let you know, but our plan is to sell this thing. Just got done trying to put the hydraulic thumb on, and then we had to take it off. I was telling you about a possible collaboration. Well, heard from the guy. He ain't gonna buy an excavator right now. That's fine. That's his choice. We only want to sell it to somebody who's wanting it, who's willing and ready, and wants this excavator, and it's the right time for them. So somebody will buy it. It's just a matter of time. Hopefully this next guy, we already got somebody else hitting us up. Hopefully the next guy will buy it. Spring's coming. Excavator time's coming. If you want a thumb for your excavator, get your measurements. Buy it right. Buy it the first time right. Otherwise, you could modify this. So the second guy, we might offer it to him at a discount. You cut those off. You grind in here a little bit. It'll fit. That's his choice if he wants it. All right. Thanks, guys.